Hello, hello. Welcome to Witch Paint Wednesday. We are live. What's everyone doing today? What a zoo my life is. Seriously. What a zoo. I must like it like that because it's always a zoo. I'm just going to chat by myself and paint while we wait for people to come on to the live stream. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I've been sketching these vegetable and like gourd people, and I think they're so fun. So fun. I need to go get some paper towel. Oh, right here. Where are you? Where do you live? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Where do you live? Are you where it's boiling hot, or are you having wonderful weather? It's so funny because August, everyone starts talking about fall. Like everyone is just clamoring for fall. We're never happy, right? In the winter, we want summer. Summer gets here, it's like, oh, when's it going to cool off? Anyway, Green, Ohio. I've never heard of Green, Ohio. Is it southeast, northeast, central? I've spent many a day in Ohio. I love Ohio. Great antiquing in Ohio. My friends and I, for 20 years, shopped, like antiqued in Ohio. We would go every August and we would spend like 5 to 7 days just shopping Ohio. It started when we were all into Longaberger. We would go to the convention that they would have, and then after that was all done, we would go antiquing. So my house is decorated with so many antiques from Ohio. I miss those days. We just recently tried to, because we haven't done this trip together in probably 5 years now, and just last week we were trying to get a date together to even just go to Finley and go antiquing, and there's stuff to do there, and we couldn't get our schedules to line up. Isn't that terrible? I mean, back then I had young kids, but my business is way busier than my other business was. And anyway, it's sad but true. It's hard to get four women to get, and two of them are retired and one doesn't work. So how we can't make that work out, I don't know. I shouldn't say she doesn't work. She works a lot, like taking care of grandkids, taking care of her house. She. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. But um, yeah, it's just kind of crazy that we can't seem to get our schedules to line up. Northeast Ohio, I live near Sioux Spargo store. Oh, nice! The Amish areas south of us have lots of antiquing stores. Yes. Oh, where's that we always went? Hi, Phyllis. Welcome. What is that town? Amish town. Oh, gal. I can't think of it. I want to go back there. It's been so long since I've been there. There was this little diner right downtown that we would always eat at, and they had the best homemade pies. Berlin, thank you. I knew you would know. Yes, I miss going to Berlin. That needlework store they have down there, they had the wool applique and rug hooking and quilting and oh my gosh, just all the things. All the things we love. Do you make it down there very often? I would love to live by a town like that. Oh my gosh. It'd probably be dangerous though. Oh, Walnut Creek. Yes, Walnut Creek's right down the road. Yes, we've been there too. Yep. And we would come in like we had it. We had this map that we used every year, and we would come down. We would go to Findlay. We would stop there and do stuff, shop there, and then we would go like to Tip City and all that. We'd make our way down to the Longer Burger. Uh, oh god, like I'm just drawing a blank with everything right now. What is the town? The little town that had all the shops in it, Longer Burger. We would make our way down there anyway and spend a day or two, and then there was some shopping in nearby towns. We would do that, and then we would come up and around and hit every antique store we could, all the way up to Berlin, and then we'd like make a big circle. Oh my gosh, the good old days. I always drove because I had a big truck with the big topper on it. I mean, we would take bungees and strap old doors to the top of my truck, like whatever it took to get us home. We'd have the country register. We would order that ahead of time, and we would peruse it and make a plan of if there's any new stores. I mean, it was just so much fun. Hello, Chris, on vacation today and quilting. Oh, good for you. Oh yeah, Lisa, I get it. Not a lot of free time. Well, look at the money you save. You're making it so spending it. I just recorded my new release video, but I'm not going to post it until I hear from my publisher when the books will be shipping. Because otherwise, like, I have to let people know when they can get stuff. So I probably won't post it till Friday. I love this corncob guy. Yeah, we have stories and stories. Oh, what was the other town we would shop at? Oh, I loved it. Oh man, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on this stuff. We did this like 20, we did it 20 years in a row, but when we first started, we didn't do the extensive trip that it developed into once we learned about different places. There's another town further south, further east. Atlanta. I can't believe I can't think of it. They had a store called the Sunflower House. Um, but anyway, they had this. The Hamel House was a place you could eat. They had amazing food, and again, amazing pie. And we just have some of the best stories. We had so much fun together. We were kind of like how you get giddy and you laugh like more than you would normally laugh at things. Like on a normal day, someone would say something and it wouldn't be funny, but when you're with your girlfriends, they could say the same thing and you would just hysterically laugh. One of those things. But anyways, we were at the Hamel House this one time, and we had heard rumors. I don't even think there were rumors. I mean, it was the people that own the place, or the proprietors or whatever. But they said that the place was haunted, and so we we knew that they had upstairs you could, rent rooms, and we had considered staying there at one point. Like, wouldn't it be so cool just to stay right here in town and just get up and be able to shop? And where are we at? Plaid Sheep Company in Berlin is a cute store. I believe that Corey Yoder's mom owns it. Oh, that's cool. Yep, I've heard of her, mode designer. Anyways, this one time we asked them at the checkout if we could see the rooms upstairs. We figured they would take us up there and show us, the rooms, because we had considered staying there. And they said, well, you can just go up and look at them. She said, we only have one room rented out right now, so just don't go into room number whatever. And she said, but it should be locked anyways. Okay, so we go up and we look at this one room. Well, I guess I thought the wrong number, or she gave me the wrong number, or whatever. But I opened this door, and there was a man and woman laying in the bed. I mean, I'm the first to open the door, and so my friends are all behind me walking in, and we saw these people laying, and the man sat up and started to look at us, and by then we had skedaddled out of there. And so, like, we kind of like, and we shut the door and we ran down the stairs, and because we knew it was haunted, so we didn't know if they were real people or if it was like a ghost. I mean, we ran outside. We ran down the stairs and ran outside of that place, and we got out into the sidewalk, and we all just burst out laughing. I'm like, oh my gosh, were those real people? Because they said, that the door would be locked, and so anyways, to this day, we don't know if it was real people, if it was a figment of our imagination, if it was a ghost. Like, oh my gosh, it's so funny. But I love all those old towns. I love that. Man, if I could use my phone, I would look up. Oh my gosh, my battery on my camera's about to die. I'm trying to record this so I can do a speed painting video. I'm gonna have to switch that out in a minute. Marietta, no, I know it if you said it. I could probably look. I could probably use my laptop and look and find it. I gotta switch this battery out. Give me 1 second, guys. How can I not remember the name of it? And they said they had like a ghost cat, and the guests would say that they saw the cat and all this stuff, and then they would be sweeping, and there would be black cat hair in the dustpan. And so I remember I drew a picture of the Hamel house, and I never did paint it. I should. And it was a real, it's a real primitive looking house. It has a rail and front porch, across the whole thing. There's windows upstairs, and then I drew this black cat on top of the house, the ghost cat. Let me just look real quick. Let's see. We've been to Gahana. Whoa. Oh, I should put an antiquing. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts if I don't figure this out. Been to Appleton. Okay, so there's Zanesville. That's over by the Longaberger stuff. I don't think we went all the way down to Columbus. Let's see. Oh man. I don't want to waste too much time on this because that's not what I'm here for. Sorry, but dang it. I really would love to share it with you because this, I mean, I haven't been to that town now in probably 5 or more years, so I don't know if it's still as awesome as it was. Dadgum. There's Berlin. Heart of Ohio Antiques. Let's do that real quick. After that, if I don't find it there, I'm just going to be done. Oh, that's an actual store. Pootie Tots. I thought that was going to tell me. Okay. Well. Oh, anyway, it's a cute town, and it's just full of great shopping. It's terrible how your memory just doesn't serve me like it used to, or like I think it should. Yes, there are haunted hotels in Ohio. Yeah, I mean we seeked out every or not hotel, every antiques country store we could find in Ohio, and it was just such an adventure. I didn't draw on his little teeth. I think I'm gonna do that better. That would look better. Oh, you know what? Well, so far the quality looks good, but I think I have my Wi-Fi on, and normally I don't use the Wi-Fi down here when I go live. I usually use my cell, but it looks like it's okay. Is it looking good to you and sounding good? Okay, good. Thanks, Chris, for letting me know. Well, now that we have Starlink, it's definitely, the Wi-Fi is amazing. It's kind of crazy. We pay less and we have better service. Gotta love that. That doesn't happen very often, does it? So you guys, I gotta tell you what happened. Last week during Whatcha Paint Wednesday, remember I complained about my back hurting, and I pulled something in my back because I was speed weeding. So it was a week ago Sunday that happened. And I woke up Monday and oh God, it was just, I had spasms in my leg all day. It was just terrible. My left leg. So that leg, because of all that's been going on with my leg, it's kind of weak. Like it feels like it could give out on me, kind of thing. So like when I'm going downstairs, I'm just like, I have the death grip on the handle, the railing going down the stairs. Anyway, Saturday we went to a birthday party, and this was, I don't know, probably 10 o'clock at night. I walked out of our friend's house. They had like 2 steps down to their patio, which was like cement pavers. Anyways, I went out there to get a water. They had coolers outside full of water and different things. And I went outside and I stepped down and my leg gave out on me. And when I fell like, I didn't like fall forward. I actually, like, it gave out on me and I just went straight down. And I was on my knees, but like all the way on my knees with my legs bent underneath me. And I like fell backwards, and I was kind of resting on the slider door, and I pushed myself off the slider door. Well, when I did that, then I went on the cement paver. So my elbows are scraped up, my knees are scraped up, my toes, I like hyperextended my toes. My shin is all gouged up. The ankle on the other leg is all gouged up. So the next day, my knee really ached, but that's gone. My knee's fine. All the scrapes are healing up, but my back is still killing me. And I wonder how far along I would be in the healing process had I not fell on Saturday. So I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I just want to be home and nurture my back. Sunday, normally we go over to, my mom and Jerry's house. And the whole family, we get together, play cards and stuff. And I was just not feeling it. I'm like, I just need a day of rest. I really need to stay home today and just put my feet up. Kevin and I watched movies and comedians and just chilled out with each other. And it felt amazing. And because we never do that. Never. I mean, every single day of the week, we are doing something. I work like 60 hours a week. So Thursdays, we have our grandkids, which makes me then work Saturdays. And then Sunday after church, we usually cook dinner for the whole family and take it over to my mom and Jerry's, and we hang out there on Sunday. So there's like no downtime, you know. And I'm telling you, that felt so good just to stay home and rest. But anyways, while I'm like during the day, while I'm up and doing stuff, my back aches a little bit. It's not horrible, but when I can't sleep is the problem, because when I sit too long or laying down is just not comfortable. I can't get comfortable. And so the lack of sleep is really kind of catching up to me. Anyway, it's just one of those things. Like, I fell on the ice a couple years ago. I had my backpack on, and my backpack, if you know me, it's full. I've got my laptop, my sketchbooks. I mean, it weighs anywhere. It depends on what I have in it, but most of the time, it's a good 50 pounds. And but that day, I don't think it was. I don't have didn't have that much in it. I don't think. Anyway, I went. I walked up to the house from the studio, and the minute I walked around the corner of the garage, the cement had just this real thin layer of ice. You couldn't even like see it. It had just like frozen rain on it a little bit, or maybe it was even dew. I don't know. But anyway, I hit that cement and whoosh, I landed on my elbow and jacked up that shoulder, and it healed eventually, but it took like months for it to heal. And I'm like, oh, please, God, don't let this back issue be for a month or more. But I mean, if it is, it is. Um, geez, just it's just aggravating to me that you can pull your back by weeding the flower beds when I've done that every year for how many years and never had an issue. It's just stupid. But it is what it is, and I'm just working through it. And the weird part was, this is so weird. I know I might need PT. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lisa. So what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like oh, this is what I'm saying. The day after I fell, um, yeah, like I could have broke some. I'm so lucky because, I mean, that's a lot of. I mean, I'm not a petite little thing, and all that weight coming down on my knees. I'm lucky I didn't blow out my knee. I'm lucky I didn't break a leg. I mean, it could have been. I could have fell forward and hurt my, broke a wrist or something. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm not complaining. I mean, I'm complaining, but I'm venting. I'm not complaining. That's what I always tell Kevin. I'm just venting. Thank you for letting me vent. But the day after it happened, my knee on my right side was so sore, and my left leg that had been hurting, didn't hurt anymore. I mean, it was there, but it was very faint. And I'm like, well, this is interesting. At least it got rid of my back pain. But then the minute my knee felt better, my back pain came back. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't know what that's all about, but I love this. I love this painting. It's so funky. I slipped twice the winter of 2022 and tore my MCL on my knee. Oh no, I'm still having issues. I'm seeing a second orthopedic surgeon tomorrow. I'm sorry to hear that. My friend, she stepped out into her garage, and it's like, just two steps or one step down, and she fell, and she ended up having shoulder surgery. So, I got to count my blessings that so far. And to be honest, I chalk my lack of breaking bones in that to the fact that I used to lift weights, and I did it for probably, God, the whole time the kids were in school. I used to lift weights. I mean, we're talking 15, maybe even 20 years. And I'm talking also like religiously every day, 5 a.m. I'd get up and go work out P90X. And I think that strengthened my bones. And so as soon as I feel up to it, I'm going to get back into lifting weights because, especially as we age, I think it's more and more important that we do that. Because lifting weights keeps your bones strong. And, nobody wants to deal with broken bones. Oh, I haven't ate yet today. I'm so hungry, you guys. Back pain is no joke. Hope you can rest and heal. Thank you so much, Phyllis. Yeah, so I'll sleep like a minimum or a maximum of like 2 hours. And then after 2 hours, I wake up and then the pain, I get up and I walk around because it's just, I can't be in one position too long type of thing. And so I usually end up going downstairs and watching TV until I fall back to sleep. Or I normally can't sleep with the TV on. I kind of lied there or misspoke. I don't watch TV till I fall asleep. I watch TV till I get tired again because, pain kind of makes you awake. It's hard to be sleepy when you're in pain. So I walk around till it starts feeling better, and then I'll sit down. And I've got a really nice couch down there that leans all the way back. And then I will turn off the TV and fall asleep once I feel like I'm sleepy enough, type of thing. Yeah. So about 2 hours, and I'm up for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, and then I go back to sleep for about 2 hours. And my Fitbit doesn't know what the heck is going on. The one day, not last night, but the night before, my Fitbit didn't even register my sleep at all. It said I got 2 hours of sleep because I was up and down all night, and then last night as well. Um, like I'm not getting any deep sleep. My REM sleep's terrible. It's all light sleep. Yeah, which is also unhealthy. Sleep is like one of the best things you can do for your health. Get lots of it. Ooh, I like that. Hello, Colleen. The only thing I have broken was my pinky finger. I tripped and jabbed it on a bench at the gym. I have had a lot of falls, and I'm definitely lucky. Yes. Yeah, and Kevin, I shouldn't laugh. He's fallen a lot. I've not witnessed him falling on his one wheel, but he has fallen on his one wheel. Like, we've been lucky. Neither one of us have had um, broken bones. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. But one time he was getting off we have a zero turn, like, I think it's a 5 foot span mower. Well, I forget what you call those mowers. Anyway, um, he was getting off that, and his pant leg got hooked on the parking brake thing on it, and he just went bam. Oh my gosh, poor guy. Didn't break anything. Nobody saw him. Does the heating pad? I have been using the heating pad. Um, yeah, I use that. They say ice. You should alternate ice with the heat. I can't bring myself to do the ice. I guess if it'd make me feel better, maybe I should just try it once. Oh my gosh, you guys. So I finished my first Biscornu. I did not stitch it. Phyllis stitched it. She's on here. So, Phyllis, you said you have finished Biscornus before. Oh my gosh. I was having a major meltdown trying to finish that dead gum thing. Oh my gosh. And I like, I told myself I am never, ever doing a Biscornu again. Not that I wouldn't design them, but I'm never finishing them again. And it's just because I was ticked off. But oh my gosh, I don't, I just, even with my magnifying light, I was having trouble. You know how you have to slip stitch them together? I was having trouble getting my needle underneath those slip stitches. They kept wanting to go, like, bury themselves into the linen, and I just was having a major meltdown. And I just don't have very good vision, evidently, and I was struggling to see it. And anyway, so I decided that I'm gonna do another one, because how else am I gonna get better at it, right? Than to do it. And I want to get better at all kinds of finishing. And even when I was making the pillows for the new releases, I was like, you know, I really should leave it to the professionals and hire this done, because it's very time consuming and I could be doing other things, right? But I want to be able to finish my stuff. I want to. I really, and I know I'll get better at it as I do it, and the more I do it, the better I get, right? So I will just continue to try it. But what I started to say is, I'm not going to do any Biscore new finishing on my own if it's 36 or 40 count. If it's 28 or 32, then I'm going to try it again. But I just struggled. I was on the struggle bus really hard. Oh, no, Lisa's in Ohio. She was talking about Walnut Creek, Ohio, for shopping. Berlin and Walnut Creek, it's like Amish town, and there's lots of antiques and really great stores. We were chit-chatting before everyone else got on about, because I asked her where she's from, and she said Ohio. I'm like, ooh, where at in Ohio? Because I love shopping in Ohio. Love it. Best antiques, like primitive antiques, not expensive, you know, fancy stuff. Good old prims. I was at Annabella's retreat in the end of April, and I agree the slip stitching is tricky. Someone suggested a sharp needle. That's not a bad idea, because I was just using my cross stitch needle. Yeah, the rest of it was easy. I mean, putting the button on and pulling it taut, you know, it was weird, because I'd be going along and I would be doing well, and then all of a sudden and I'm telling you, when you do that finger pressing, she's not kidding. You need to have those stitches right up on top. Like if they're rolled in a little bit or rolled out a little bit, psh, game over. Like it just, so the finger pressing, I didn't realize how important that would be. You know, to have it. A blunt needle is helpful, not blind. Yes, I was using a blunt. I was using my cross stitch needle. So anyway, but you know, it was my first one, and you know, I can't expect to do my first Biscore new finish and have it just go perfect, right? Right. So I just need to get over it, and I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to, like I said, do, I think 32 count will be the next one I do. Man, I could eat my arm off right now. I'm so hungry. I love the look of the cat's face. Too funny. I know, he looks scared, doesn't he? Well, you want me to show you my Biscore new? I might as well. I'm sitting here talking about it. Ooh, I gotta wash my hands so I don't get paint on it. 1 second.
Oh. Ooh.
All right, so I'm gonna show you the one. I'm gonna show you the one side that turned out right. This must have been where I started it. Can you see it? Because that heart is lined up really well with that point. And then this one is also right. So this must be where I started, because I started off doing pretty good. And I think too, I think I might have pulled it too tight because these are kind of skewed. These are supposed to be straight. And then you come over here, and if you look, that is not lined up, and it starts to get a little wonky. And then look how far off that is. That point is supposed to be right in the middle of that cross. Look at that. That point is not good. And then look how far off I am here. I'm even further off. I'm probably like 4 or 5 stitches over too far. I don't know. I don't know, guys. But anyway, I think it's super cute, even though it's got a mess of problems. The stitching is beautiful, Phyllis, so thank you for that. But my finishing, I mean, to someone that doesn't know what a biscore new is, if they're looking at this, they're not going to say, oh my gosh, this and this is wrong with it. They aren't going to know, probably. But when I look at this, and then I look at one that, because Donna has done all my biscore news for me. When I look at hers, I'm like, oh, hers are perfection, just perfection. Yes, takes practice. Looks great to me. If you'd not pointed out those, no one would know. Exactly. But I want it to be, you know, like Perfillos. Remember when I made that mistake and I went to say perfect pillows and I said Perfillos? Well, I'm still not making Perfillos, and I'm not making perfect biscore news anytime soon either. Oh, I got this text from the lady that commissioned me to do the paint the chair for the charity event for Catholic Charities in Flint. I got a text from her. I forgot all about that chair, and I got a text from her. She's like, are you going to be able to get that chair done for this year? And I'm just like, oh. There's never a dull moment, y'all. And that's usually due in September. So probably when I get this painting done, actually probably next week, I'll start working on that angel chair. To put this aside for a little bit. But it's acrylic painting, and I haven't gotten to do that in a while, so that'll be fun. Ooh, I like those stars like glowing. It looks cool. Tension is key. Yeah, I think I pulled some of them too tight, and when I did that, that's where my count got off, because when I slip stitched, and if I pulled it too tight, then it looked like I was supposed to go through this one, but it was actually already gone through. But the floss had kind of slid over because I pulled it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll get better. I'm doing another one. I will maybe not master it, but I will get to a point where I'm happy with my biscore news. I just know I will, because that's how I am. I don't give up easily. At the time, I wanted to give up. I can tell you that much. I think I even talk about it a little bit on my new release video. So the new release video, I'm going to hopefully edit it tonight. I'll post it in Patreon, and then it'll post on YouTube like I said, as soon as I find out from my publisher when my books will be in. So I'm thinking Thursday or Friday, tomorrow or Friday, I will be posting my new release video. Can't wait to see the new releases. Woohoo! Oh, Phyllis, you're so sweet. You know, I almost asked you to, but I really wanted to finish it on my own. I really wanted to try it because I told, like, so when I did the Annabella's retreat, and you know, I gave them a Biscore new pattern to have stitched before they got to the retreat, and then my friend Donna was there to teach how to finish them. You know, I was in the room with Donna, and people were asking questions, and I didn't know how to answer them because I'm like, well, I've never actually made one. I felt like an idiot, um, which I should. I mean, didn't really feel like an idiot, but like one of them said, you know what? We would rather have you design more good stuff than to learn how to finish up a score new. So they're like, it's not a big deal that you don't know how to do them. And I get it, but I don't know. I feel like I should know, and I want to know. I just want to learn it. So so I had told Donna, I said, before the next retreat, I'm going to do a Biscore new. And it wasn't done by the next retreat, but it's done now. And I learned a lot, you know. So the next one should be a little easier, and then the next one a little easier. You know, just like when so I've been painting a teddy bear calendar since 1999. And when I first started painting them, I used to take my mohair bears and I would line them up and I would look at them to paint them. Okay. That's why my earlier paintings, the bears were always like sitting, like stuffed bears, because I was painting what I saw. Well, then I got to where I developed a style, and I mean, I got to where I painted so many teddy bears, I could paint them in my sleep. You know, so it's just one of those things. The more you do it, the better you get. You're excited for the patterns I did for Stitch West Retreat. Thank you. Yes, there's been a lot of people waiting for those. And the book is really pretty. I did nautical artwork throughout, you know, from one of my old fabric lines from like 2004. So there's lots of artwork to accompany the charts and just to make the book more special. You might practice on square pillows like Donna had. That way you can practice the slip stitching. Yes, Lisa. So for the Primitive Gatherings retreat, I made a zipper pull using that slip stitch method on a little tiny pillow. And that went splendidly. I had absolutely no issues at all with that. But I think because I'm trying to think, count, I think that might have been 40 count. Well, I mean, the Biscore new is just more difficult because when you, especially around the corners, and around the corners, I think is another place where I messed up my, you know, alignment. Where if you're doing something straight, it's just way easier. And it was way smaller, obviously. So But yes, I love making the little pillows like that, using that method rather than turning them after you're done sewing them together. I really like that. Matter of fact, that's going to be one of my classes for the Jingle Ball, is ornaments like that. You want to hear about my classes for the Jingle Ball? So I just told you one. I'm going to design some little tiny ornaments that will be finished with that slip stitching finish. And then I'm going to do, I already have the Santas charted out, but I've got 3 Santas riding reindeer. And they're going to be stitched on perforated paper, which I haven't done that either. You know, I'm expanding my horizons, y'all. They're going to be stitched on perforated paper so that you can just cut them out. Then I'm going to take them to Chantel's studio, and she is going to design a board that they will fit on, that all I'll have to do is adhere them to that wood. And we're going to make it so that a metal dowel, not metal, a wooden dowel will, at 3 different heights with a star base, that the metal dowel will be in. So these, oh, I cannot wait because I want this for my house. So you can put them like on a shelf, or you could put them on your fireplace mantle. They'll have a star base with a dowel coming up, and then it will have a Santa riding a reindeer. And one of them has a green coat, one has a burgundy coat, the other has like a brighter red coat. They're going to be at different heights. They're a little bit different sizes, and they'll be, won't that be the coolest thing on a shelf? Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. So yeah, I just got the Santas all charted out, and yeah, I just have to get them stitched. And I don't know if anyone likes stitching on perforated paper or not, but I'm looking for that to be done. I was gonna just do them all myself, and I'm like, Teresa, you don't have time. I'm sure somebody can stitch on perforated paper. So, um, yeah, won't that be fun? I'm stoked. So that one will actually be like a kit, where my other one, it might be a kit too. I don't know. Right? Yes, Lisa. I almost took her class because I wanted to see how that platform worked as well. Not to mention, oh, I really need schooling on finishing, but I know me. I don't have time. I'm like, I don't have time to take someone's class right now. I'm kind of hoping she'll do the class again because I really would. I love Lady Dot Creates, and I really could use some tips on finishing, especially since I do like finishing my own. Like is a strong word, but I want to finish my own. Let's put it that way. So, what did you like the new platform, Lisa? Did it work well? I heard on her video that she said it. There was a couple little things um, that they worked out real quick. Um, so yeah, that's good news. Yeah, the classes I might or I might offer. Uh, I don't know. God, I mean, I'm at the Jingle Ball anyway. I might as well be teaching, right? Um, I might. Just depends on how many students I can have per class. I was thinking about, if I can only have a certain amount, maybe I would have like 2 classes for each of those I just mentioned. Because I know, man, people were hot. They couldn't get into classes, and I'm like, I get that they were disappointed, but it's like some people were just really upset, and I'm like, God, the Jingle Ball is so much more than just the classes. And I think they realized that afterwards. But I mean, the Jingle Ball was a new thing, and people didn't realize how epic it was going to be. I don't think Stephanie even knew how epic it was going to be. Hi, Deb. Welcome. I love fall designs. So much fun. I do too. I love fall. You can just be so whimsical. So much fun. Let's do red streamers. Oh, I'd love to get this done today, but it's almost an hour in. And I still have the letters to do. I have more shading, more detail. The corn, the Indian corn is far from done. Yeah, there's no way this is getting done today. It'll probably take actually like 2 more weeks. I might break out my colored pencils and to get detail in that corn. I haven't used colored pencils in a long time either. I gotta, maybe I'll go grab my sketchbook before I go. I want to just, I want to show you this one little sketch I did. Oh, God. It's like a pumpkin, I think he's a pumpkin-headed guy, riding a Indian corn mobile, and he's got radishes, like 3 radishes that are riding it with him. Oh my gosh, I was cracking up drawing it. I want to do like a line of these funny characters and cross stitch. I think it would be just so much fun. Let me go grab my sketchbook first. Oh, nice, Phyllis. You did that class. Very cool. This makes me giggle. So, what I think I'm gonna do is like I don't like this gourd head gal. I don't really like that one. But I love this, and I was thinking of having a chipmunk. Like you see how he's holding the reins. I was thinking about having a chipmunk uh, pulling it, pulling this little corn wagon, and look at the radishes. I just think it's hilarious. Oh my goodness, so fun. Let me see what else did I have. Oh, here are the other like gourd people. So this is a turnip. It's a gourd. That's a gourd, and then that's a gourd. I think he is hilarious. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, I show you guys a lot on here. I share y'all my secrets. All right. Well, I'm gonna go because it's 2 o'clock and I have lots of things I got to not fully finish. Everything's fully finished. I already said that, but because I did my new release video, but I've got to do instructions and covers for a few more of the patterns so that the guys can start stuffing them so that we can be ready for orders. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Thanks for being here, guys. I enjoy this so much, chit-chatting with y'all. And I hope you have an amazing week. And I should be back next Wednesday. I think it's next Thursday that my friend Kristen comes into town. So yeah, her flight was her trip was canceled. She was supposed to be here like a month ago. Anyway, so yeah, so next Wednesday I will be here, and I don't know if I'll be working on this, but I really need to be working on that chair. So it might be a different angle. I'll have to actually wear makeup and do my hair. No, I'm not wearing makeup anymore, like foundation. I decided not doing that anymore. So anyway, but yeah, you'll be able to see my face next week. All right. Thanks again. Take care. Love you. Bye.